All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakar Kadash. All right, Salaki. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect and the 1/3, all right, women and children. And I just want to do this video, man. You know, I'm gonna title this video you women need to fall back, all right? I was looking up a breakdown for Jeremiah 49, you know, and scrolling down, and lo and behold, I see this. Some woman looked like she's trying to, you know, preach and break down the scripture. So I clicked on it. It's called Chosen Lady Ministries. And lo and behold, it's this woman sitting here trying to break down the scriptures, you know? And she had this video here that says why a woman can preach, the mandate and self-same spirit. Okay. And so I just want to go into this, man, because these women, you know, they're trying to take a role that does not belong to them. You know, when these women are trying to take a spot that does not belong to you women are trying to take a spot that doesn't belong to you. All right. Okay, we don't need you breaking down those scriptures. Okay. Now, the thing is, because she tries to use this scripture, let me go into the scripture she tries to use. So she tries to use Joel 2:28. Let's get that. Joel 2:28. It shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your old men shall dream dreams, and your young men shall see visions. All right. And I will also pour upon my servants and upon the handmaids. In those days will I pour out my spirit. Okay. Now, there are different roles that women play. Okay. The role that a woman plays is not to be out on the highways and byways preaching and prophesying and telling, oh, ye men of Israel, come do this, come do that. You know, if you look at it, there have been certain women that were being used at different times. But if you really look at it, when the men of the Lord were on the scene, the women were not out there preaching. Okay. When the men of the Lord were doing what they were supposed to be doing, it wasn't no women out there on the highways and byways preaching and telling people. It wasn't no women out there bidding nobody to no marriage. Okay. Let's go to Acts chapter 2, like she tried to use here as well. What is it? Acts 2:17. You know, so when the men of the Lord are on the scene doing what they got to do and in their right mind, you women just need to fall back, man. Okay. And that's not to say women don't have things that they can do to help, but you don't need to be out here preaching and prophesying, man. It's not for you to do, because you're gonna break down the scriptures wrong. You're gonna use your emotions, you know, and you're gonna do things that are contrary. You're not gonna be. It's not gonna be a gathering. Okay, the Most High has set up the men of the Lord, all right, to teach us. Okay, so we don't need you out here. Like, what are you doing differently that the men of the Lord ain't already doing? The apostles and elders of Great Millstone in particular have been out for 30+ years, and all the One West groups that are out there letting us know we Israelites. Which I haven't, you know, gone through your madness enough to even see if you believe you are Israelites. You don't have your head covered, so you know you obviously do not are not following that particular law that was set up for women. As you call yourself a prophesying, which will make you a prophetess, which I got a scripture on that. Anyway, let's read this. So this Acts 2:17. It's just saying the same thing, you know, about the pouring out the spirit upon the handmaids. You know what I mean? So lucky my phone's going off here. But you know, and you know, I was reading Judith, and I was just trying to see, you know, the story of Judith. And I mean, I just briefly summarized. I'm not gonna go through it, but during the time of Judith, because she ended up slaying Holofernes, however you pronounce that dude's name, she ended up killing Holofernes and cutting his head off. Even during that time, the children of Israel saw that they was about to be spoiled. They got scared. The leaders of the city, which two of them, I believe, at least two of them were men, There may have been a female. I don't remember. I know it was Ozias was the leader, the head leader, which was a man. And they went off. You know, the children of Israel pulled one of those in the wilderness moves where they was like, oh, you know, we should go back to we should go back to Egypt. Where's the melons? Where's the fish at? We at least we had food there. Now you brought us into the wilderness to die. They basically pulled one of those moves, you know, like the children of Israel did towards Moses on those leaders during that time, which one of them was Ozias. And they said, you know, hey man, you know, they basically blamed the leaders of Israel for the calamities that were starting to come upon them when the Assyrians were encamped round about them. You know, the Assyrians were there, the Edomites and the Ammonites. It was the Ammonites, if I'm not mistaken. They were all in league to take down the children of Israel. And the children of Israel got scared and they blamed it all on the leaders. And what did the leaders do? They said, you know what? All right, we'll give instead of praying and making supplication and begging and asking the Lord to, you know, take away what was going on, what was about to happen to them, they tempted the Lord. They said, well, we'll give the Lord 5 days. And if after 5 days, if he don't, you know, they basically gave the Lord a time frame. Lord, you got 5 days to help us out, or we gonna give up and we gonna give ourselves over to these people to be captives to them. You know, that's what they did, and that was tempting the Lord. You know, and so the Most High had it where Judith had a righteous spirit on her, and she made her supplication before the Lord and prayed like you would like the men, the elders and leaders were supposed to do during that time. She had to do it, because otherwise the children of Israel would have been given into captivity, man, because the leaders were not there to step up. But in this day and age, the men of the Lord have stepped up and they're doing the work diligently. We don't need you out here making videos and breaking down the scriptures wrong, okay? We don't need you trying to make a case of why you feel like you should be able to prophesy. That's not what you need to be doing. That's gonna get you fucked up. That's not gonna get you salvation. What you should be doing is figuring out what it is you can do to fall in line, man. What it is you can do to be obedient to the Most High's commands, man. Not trying to, I feel like I need to do this. I need to be breaking down Jeremiah 50 and 51 because Babylon and Mystery Babylon. We already got the breakdown of that. We don't need you chiming in, man. You know. Now let's get to scripture on having her head not covered. Because if you have a dream, ain't nothing wrong with telling your dream to try to get somebody to interpret it. You know, that counts as prophesying as well. But you don't need to be out here breaking down no scriptures, man. 1 Corinthians 11 and 6. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. Now let me go a little bit about this. 1 Corinthians 11, you know. And 5. But every woman that prayeth or prophesieth with her head uncovered dishonoreth her head. For that is even all one as she were shaven. So you might as well shave your hair off. For if the woman be not covered, let her also be shorn. So you need to go ahead and go get you a boosie fade. All right, chop your top off, cut all the hair off. But if it be a shame for a woman to be shorn or shaven, let her be covered. So you either need to be covering your head or shave your hair off. You know what I'm saying? Since you ain't got your head covered. All right, but really, you should not be out here preaching, trying to break down the scriptures, man. You know, that's not your role. That's not what you need to be doing. All right, let's get a scripture from the Messiah, Yahushua HaMashiach, who the world English calls Jesus Christ. Revelation 2 and 20. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication, and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. And part of that eating things sacrificed unto idols is eating those false doctrines. Okay, that is a thing. When you are doing against the will of the Most High, when you are doing contrary to what the scriptures say, you are worshiping yourself. Okay, and believing in something other than what the Most High has said. Okay. Yahweh Shai right here. So for y'all who want to try to get simple and say, oh, Jezebel, that was a queen or whatever back in the past. Jezebel was not around during the time of Yahweh Shai. This is talking about that Jezebel spirit that's on these women who are out here calling themselves prophetesses, who feel like they can try to take the authority from the men of the Lord and that they're going to do something better, they're going to do something different. Okay. Like we just need you on the front lines. In all these different instances, you know what I'm saying? The only even during the time of Judith, she wasn't on the front lines. She was sneaky. She used lies and deceit to help Israel. Okay. She seduced that man to getting drunk as hell, and then she cut his head off while he was sleeping. And then afterwards, what she do? She went and got the men of Israel, and the men of Israel went and chased off the Assyrians, man. Okay, the Babylonians, the Assyrians, Nebuchadnezzar's army. Okay. And then in the other instance, during the time of Deborah, the one woman, they came in, the dude ran into her tent, and she fed him milk and all that and put him to sleep, and then she killed him while he was asleep. Okay, but when they come to the front lines of the battle, the spiritual battle, where we out here on the highways and byways, we don't need women on the front lines. Okay, we don't need you on the front lines. That's not what you should be worrying about. You should be worrying about trying to get right with the Most High and be obedient. You should fear the Most High and be like, you know what? Is this the right thing to be doing? And if you read the scriptures say that you shouldn't be teaching, man. It's one thing to share a dream, It's one thing to share a dream. Even during the time of Judith, when they did that that made that oath to give up the captivity, she spoke right things, It even says that the husband can be won by the chaste conversation of the wife, If you have a husband who's not in the truth, there are certain things you can share with him to be like, see, by you being a certain way, by you being God fearing, you could possibly bring him into the truth. You know what I'm saying? So lucky. Let's get this. First Peter 3:1. Likewise, wives, be in subjection under the rule of to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may without the word be won by the conversation of the wives. You see, while they behold your chaste, which this word chaste, I'm gonna get the definition. While they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear, Hey, let's continue, because it talks about the outward adorning. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of plaiting or braiding the hair, and of wearing gold or putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High a great price. For after this manner in old times the holy women also who trusted in the Most High adorned themselves, being in subjection unto their own husbands, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well and are not afraid with any amazement. So I'm gonna get this word chaste here. First Peter 3:2. So like First Peter 3. All right. Pull up the Strongs. And 2. That word chaste is says exciting reverence, venerable, sacred, pure from carnality, chaste, modest. That's the word right there I was looking for. That modest, okay. Pure from every fault, immaculate, clean, And what's clean is when you walk, and what's clean is when you walk in the ways of the Most High. So if you're told to obey your husband, that's walking in the ways of the Most High, man. Okay, you know. So when you so like I said, there's nothing wrong with like you having a dream and telling it to your husband. You know what I'm saying, or maybe putting it on the comment board or one of the men of the Lord, or something of that nature. You know what I'm saying, and letting them know of the dream that you may have had. But for you to you have to have chaste conversation. You can't be this bold, having these bold opinions like you're gonna do what you look at the look on her face. You can see the proud. You can see the proudness. You shaking, you wobbling your head, like something, and just then a minute and they just da 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 da, and just you shaking your head and I'm gonna do what I want to do. No, this is not. You coming in the wrong spirit, and that type of spirit is gonna get a lot of you women fucked up that think that you can be out here preaching and prophesying and making videos. You should be happy if you can't even. We don't at Great Millstone. We don't encourage women making videos. All right, we don't encourage this at all. Okay, it's not encouraged. Not encouraged. You should not be doing this shit, man. What dare say it's wickedness, man. All right. If you got something you need to get across, hey, put it on the comment board of one of the men of the Lord's. Approach humbly, man. Have that chaste conversation. Have that meek and quiet spirit, and respectfulness, man. That's what it comes down to, man. Like it says here, man. Revelation 2:20. Notwithstanding, I have a few things against thee, because thou sufferest that woman Jezebel, which calleth herself a prophetess, to teach and to seduce my servants to commit fornication and to eat things sacrificed unto idols. You women should not be preaching, man. You should not be preaching. Let me get this. All right, 1 Timothy 2. And let's see here. Verse 9. 1 Timothy 2:9. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with shamefacedness and sobriety. Shamefacedness and sobriety. Let's get that word. Let's get those words. Let's see what Paul's talking about here. 1 Timothy 2. But this is a part of being if you call yourself a believer, part of that is being rebuked. All right, when you're doing the wrong shit. Okay, when you're doing the wrong things. Let me say. Shamefacedness, sobriety. Shamefaced, a sense of shame or honor, modesty, bashfulness, reverence, regard for others, respect. You see? Likewise manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with respect and what? And soundness of mind, self-control. And self-control. Okay, so it says, let's read it again. In like manner also, that women adorn themselves in modest apparel, with respect and self-control, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly array, the attire of a harlot, being all flashy, but which becometh women professing godliness with good works. So so that's how that was the spirit, like I brought out in that other scripture. You know what I'm saying? In 1 Peter. See? a different apostle with the same type of opinion. You know, it's not just Paul. Here goes Peter. Likewise, be subject to your husbands. Verse 2, like while they behold your chaste conversation coupled with fear. So that chaste is like meek and humble. You know, we went into that word. Whose adorning, let it not be that outward adorning of the plaiting of hair or wearing of gold or putting on of apparel, but let it be the hidden man of the heart, and that which is not corruptible, even the ornament of a meek and quiet spirit, which is in the sight of the Most High a great price. 1 Peter 3 and 4. You know? Let's go to that. Get the words. Let's get the words, man. Meek and quiet. See if they lining up. Meek, mildness of disposition, gentleness of spirit, meekness. Okay, mildness of disposition. Not one of these, you ain't gonna tell me what I ain't gonna do. Da, 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 da. Quiet, tranquil. Tranquil meaning peaceful. Okay. Not this, you know, not this, oh no, you didn't tell me what I ain't gonna do, you know, moving your, shaking your head back and forth, a mad black woman type of spirit, okay? That's not the spirit you're supposed to be in. You're supposed to humbly approach the men of the Lord and be like, you know, if you have a question or if you have a dream you want to share or whatever the case may be, you got to come in the right spirit, all right? You got to rebuke the demons that are telling you that you know better, okay? Because that's what Esau's been teaching you, and Esau's been teaching you contrary to the Most High. Okay? So anyway, man, I just want to go into that briefly. You know what I mean? Like, you women need to fall back, man. All this video making shit, you know, it's just not what you're supposed to be doing, okay? Most High gonna fuck you women up out here thinking you can make videos, and it's just all going, it's not gonna go well with you, okay? You just not, let's just hear this tone.
Follows him for every evil work.
You proud as fuck, man. Most High gonna fucking kill you. This is the opposite of a meek and humble spirit, okay? This is the opposite of a, what was the words? This is the opposite of a, let's get them. A sense of shame or honor, modesty, bashfulness, reverence, regard for others, respect. This is a lack thereof. You speaking out of your emotions right now because you mad. Most High ain't with all that emotional shit, okay? You accept rebuke and you do accordingly or you die. Yes, the Most High can use women for certain things, but this is not the place. This is not the place for you to be doing this shit, okay? So anyway, man, Most High is going to kill a lot of you women who feel like that you need to be doing something outside of what the Most High set up for you to do. The men of the Lord are on the scene, okay? The apostles and elders, a great millstone, you know, and the other men that believe likewise. Even like Yahushua said, you know, not Yahushua, Salakia, even like Paul said, nevertheless they preach the anointed. So he rejoices, you know. So hey, the other dudes that are letting you know that you are Israelite and telling you to come back to the Most High, they may not have the 100% correct doctrine, but nevertheless they doing what they supposed to do. We don't need you out here trying to break down no scriptures, man. We don't need you out here trying to justify your bullshit. And I guess I'll end with that scripture, man. And this goes for women and men. All right. Ecclesiasticus 32:17. A sinful man will not be reproved, but findeth an excuse according to his will. See? And that's exactly what you're doing. All honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations and blessings to the hopeful elect. Hey man, 2/3 gonna be fucking destroyed, and a lot of you motherfuckers gonna claim you know the Most High. Look at you waving your finger, yelling. Most High gonna fucking kill you, man. Most High gonna fucking kill you, man. With that, I'm gonna say shalom.